You can make a difference in someone's life. You're important. You're significant. God has a purpose and a plan for you to touch someone else. And this is a day we're going to examine making a difference from every angle. I'm Billy Joe Daugherty, and this is 360-degree life. You can make a difference in someone's life. You were born for a holy purpose. God knew when He made you the time in which you would be living. He designed you specifically to meet needs that would be on this planet, to touch lives of people who would be here. And that's why He gave you certain gifts, talents, and abilities. Even the experiences that you've gone through, some good, some very difficult. God's going to take those and use them to pour through your life in someone else. Why is it important? Many people live their whole lives unfulfilled because they're living selfishly. Everything's focused upon what's in it for me. What can I get out of life? But it's exactly the opposite to find fulfillment, and that is, what can I give of my life to help someone else? When you discover that divine purpose for which you were born, by discovering the passion that God put on the inside of you, and you connect those with that opportunity to touch another person's life, there is fulfillment. And this can happen immediately when you say, Lord, guide my steps. Show me where to give my life away. It may be in the neighborhood. It may be at the office. It may be at a local area where people are suffering or hurting, perhaps a hospital, a nursing home, under the bridge, in the very needy part of your city or town or village. Wherever you live, there's someone who needs your help. You see, it's important to understand everyone can make a difference. No one is insignificant. You may have thought of yourself as being unimportant, not valuable, but you are awesome. You're powerful. You're anointed by God when you open your heart up to say, Lord, take over my life and use me for your purpose. This is a time to awaken to that dream that God has put on the inside of you, to that heart that He's placed in your life. Jesus was asked the question, who is my neighbor? And He told a story. He said there was a certain man that went down from Jerusalem to Jericho. And on the way, he was attacked by thieves. He was beaten and left bleeding and dying on the Jericho road. When a priest came by and saw him and moved over on the other side of the road, and then a Levite, one who served in the temple, also walked on by, and then a Samaritan, someone who was despised in that part of the land, someone who was not honored. He saw him and he came to him and he began to treat his wounds. He put him on his own donkey and carried him to an inn, and there he offered to pay for this man to be kept until he would be healed and restored. Think about it. Jesus said, which one was the neighbor? Certainly, it was that good Samaritan. The one action of that man has been retold around the world, time and time again. Did he make a difference? Not only in the one person he touched, but in the millions of people who've heard that story in all the centuries since. You see, the ripple effect of your touching one life can go on and on and on. Like Mother Teresa, a very small Albanian woman who reached out to the people in a suffering part of India and dared to share love, kindness, food, help, and shelter, starting with only a handful of people until it became a mighty movement. In fact, she's impacted the whole world with what God did through her life. Can one person make a difference? Certainly. And you can too. This is an hour for you to begin to think about, God, what do you want me to do and where can I start? And I encourage you, don't wait. Get started now. Touch someone's life today. It may be through a phone call, a text message, an email, a visit, in some way that you give them encouragement or help or strength, just to say, I love you, I care about you. Remember, one word that comes by the power of the Holy Spirit can change a person's life.